Hello everyone and welcome back to the Class 47 Peter YouTube channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the new released Rapido Trains UK Hunslet 16-inch 0-6-0 saddle tank, which this model has just been released, as I say. The version I've gone for is Hollybank number 3 in the NCB Lined Blue livery. The reason I chose this one is because this is the one that's preserved at Chasewater. And I have been looking at getting one of these for a while, and so once they're released I bought myself one. And the reason I chose for the NCB livery is because I thought it would go very well with my NCB livery wagons and my other NCB livery locos that I have. But this model has just arrived as I'm filming this video, so we're going to get straight down into it. And you'll notice today for the unboxing part of this video I'm filming on the layout instead of the worktop for a change. So here we have the model out of the box and down on the layout. Now, first thing to report for the quality control, one of the footsteps on the model was loose in the box, so that had to be glued back on using a small amount of U-hoo. But other than that, there's not really anything else wrong with it. There was no other bits that had broken off that had to be glued back on, or any bits missing full stop, so that's great. This really is a superb model. Straight out of the box, the operation is faultless. It has a very silent and very smooth motor in it, as you can see. Runs perfectly fine in either direction. And also this model does have a flickering firebox as well. I know some people may find it a gimmick and it might not be to everyone's personal liking, but it's a feature that I quite like. And I think it's a nice feature to have in these models. So now we start moving on to the detail. So first of all we do have sprung buffers on the model. They're not made of metal, they're made out of plastic. But regardless, you know, there's buffers on the model. As nice as it would be if they were made of metal. You know, I'm not too fussed, to be honest, because the detail on this model, regardless, is stunning. You have slim tension knock-down couplings pre-fitted to the model. They will be removed with magnetic ones, so that I can use those ones instead. We have a dummy coupling hook there on the buffer beam, and also we do have rivet detail on the buffer beam as well. We also have rivet detail on the running board. On the smoke box we do have rivet detail. You've also got a separately fitted lamp iron just above the smokebox door, and on the smokebox door we have separately fitted smokebox door darts, which are quite small on this loco. There is a gap under the smokebox, as you can see just on the front. Now I have been spending a fair few minutes looking at this, and looking at it elsewhere, as you can see particularly on the side here, you know, it does look to me that it has been correctly fitted. So I just thought I'd point that out. Moving on to the saddle tanks, we have separately fitted handrails, as you can see. We also have handrails on the top of the water tanks as well. You also have the water filler cap. It doesn't open, but then again, to be honest, I don't think it really needs to. You also have the whistle and the safety valves on this dome here. And they're not made out of turned brass, they are just plastic parts painted, but they are still very nicely painted. And then from this dome here you have this pipework running down from the dome and down from the saddle tank, and actually it goes down behind this lubricator box down here. You also have some visible daylight under the boiler, as you can see. You also have the lubricator box here, as you can see. And also on the running board, just look at all that pipework detail we get. And that's not moulded, that's all been separately fitted. You've even got the inside motion detail as well. Doesn't work like it does on the real thing, but at least it's there and it's something to look at. You have glazing in the cab windows, and those outside window trims there, they've been painted in a brass colour, and they do look stunning. On the cab sides we do have separately fitted handrails, and they've been painted as well. Do excuse any grubby marks on this model, they'll be wiped off later. And of course we have the footsteps as well, which they are separately fitted, as we've already established, because when mine arrived one of them was loose in the box and had to be glued back on. I am most impressed as well with the interior detail on the back head. The gauges, the dials, the regulator and lever and so on, it's all there, it's all painted. The inside of the cab has been painted a very nice cream colour as well. And the detail just looks absolutely stunning. Moving to the rear of the loco, again, as per on the front, we have sprung plastic buffers, dummy coupling hook on the buffer beam, and on the rear of the cab, glazing in the cab windows and a separately fitted lamp iron, and some rivet detail. Now the coal piece to the bunker is removable, as you can see. I do apologise for not showing it on camera, that's because it isn't easy to remove it. I know I do usually show removing the coal loads on models like this, but it's not easy to do. It will at some point be getting a real coal load, but for now the plastic coal load will stay. And when I do add a real coal load, I'll be scattering it on top of the plastic load. You can either do that or just remove it and then add your own coal load in there. The livery application on this model I think is stunning. They've got the right shade of blue, very nice even coat with no blemishes or marks in it. The only marks on these on this model really are my grubby fingerprint marks. And also I do love the cream lining on this model as well, on the bunker, on the cab sides and on the saddle tanks and on the running plate as well. It's something I feel really lifts the livery. You also have the nameplates, Hollybank No. 3 on the saddle tanks, crisply applied. You don't get any etched nameplates applied with the model, but I suspect there's somewhere that perhaps does them. So if you want to fit etched nameplates, you have to get them from elsewhere. You've also got the NCB text on the cab sides, and it's the correct style of font as well. Plus you've also got the crisply applied builder's plates on the bunkers. Moving to the other side of the loco, on this side you don't have the pipework going down from the dome and to the running plate behind a lubricator box, which you don't have on this side. You do have a separately fitted handrail under the saddle tank and the reversing levers as well, separately fitted and painted as well. Other than that though, the rest of the detail is the same. Now it has to be said that Rapido Trains really has captured the overall look and shape and proportions of the 16-inch Hunslets spot on. This model does depict this loco before it was preserved, because in preservation, and I know this because I have seen the real loco for myself, it doesn't have the pipework coming down from the dome to a lubricator box. And also, in preservation, the loco has lamp irons, whereas here it doesn't. So what I'm going to do now that I've covered the model in detail, we're now going to do a running session. So I'll get this loco running around the layout, hauling the mineral wagons, and then we'll come on to my final verdict. So I'll see you in a bit. So we've seen the Rapido Trains UK Hunslet 16in 0-6-0 saddle tank in action with the dappled mineral wagons. So now that comes on to my final verdict, and Rapido Trains have done it yet again. They've knocked it well out of the park with this model, delivering a high quality model in spades. It runs absolutely well, can't fault the performance, can't fault any of the detail or the quality either, aside from that one footstep that I had to glue back on again. Nothing wrong with this model at all. It's ran very well with these mineral wagons, so no issues with traction there, and this is a layout that's going to be rebuilt soon. So the boards in places aren't exactly as even and flat as they should be, and no issues have come about with the traction. Not to mention all the detail that's gone into this model as well, and it is very well priced as well. You know, it's only 115 quid. Obviously a little bit more if you pay postage, but still, you know, it is a very good price for an absolutely stunning model like this. So I would say, if you are interested in getting one of these, go ahead and buy. So that's it for this review on Rapido's 16in Hunslet 0-6-0 saddle tank. I hope you've enjoyed this review. As ever, if you like what you see, then please do subscribe to the channel. Feel free to smash the like button and leave a comment, and why not check out all my other videos I've got on the channel. But until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Take care.